on Morton worksheet L1 A50. And here we go. So we got the United States and Canada, and they produce wheat or cloth. I'm talking hours here, so is this an input or output problem?
Input.
It's an input. You don't make hours, you use them. You use time to get something done. So we're talking input problems here. So I got the U.S. First part of the battle is setting up your problem correctly. All right, if you don't do that, you're going to make a silly mistake. So we got U.S., and then we got Canada. Alright, in the United States, it takes me 1 hour to make a wheat and 2 hours to make a cloth. But that's not what this says right now, alright? Or I have this written as an output, but that's not what this is saying. This is saying 1 hour equals 2 hours, and that makes no sense. Alright, so I'm going to change that in a minute. The next thing I'm going to do here is I got Canada, I'm going to set it up. I got 3 hours of W equals 4 hours of C. Doesn't make any sense. 3 hours cost me 4 hours. What does that mean? It means nothing. I got to now take these inputs and turn them to outputs. Alright? Even though this might seem redundant to like you really smart math people, Mr. Richmond's not one of those smart math people, so I'm going to write the whole thing out anyways. Alright? So, 1 hour. How much, if it takes me 1 hour to get something done, how much can I get done in an hour? Alright. Well, 1 over 1, W. Alright? Now it'll make more sense over here though. If I have 2 hours to make a C, in 1 hour I can make how many C's? Okay. Alright, I've turned it into an output problem. 1 over 1 equals 1/2. Do I have to do anything else here? No, because if I wanted to make this 1, I would still be multiplying both sides by 1. I'd get the same exact thing. Alright, so 1W equals 1/2 C. Just flip it for the reciprocal. 1C equals 2W. Alright, now over here, well, this might make more sense because they don't give us that 1. So I got 3 hours equals 4 hours, don't make sense. But I can change this into an output problem. If it takes me 3 hours to make something, in an hour I'll make 1/3 of it, right? Alright? And for cloth, if it takes me 4 hours to make something, in 1 hour I'll have 1/4 of a cloth done. Now, change this inputs into outputs. Now I solve for per unit cost like I've done already. So I get 1W, multiply both sides by 3, equals 3/4 of a C. 1C equals 4/3 of a W. Cool? Can I find the opportunity cost now? Yes. Alright. Would you rather give up a half to make a W, or would you rather give up a 3/4 to make a W? Half. Alright. Would you rather give up a 2 units or 1 1/3 to make a C? 1/3. Alright, now we know it has a comparative advantage. US has a comparative advantage in W, and Canada has a comparative advantage in C. Alright, everybody cool with that? Alright. By the way, did I ask you who had the absolute advantage? Did we do that? No. Alright, in this example, who has the absolute advantage in wheat?
Canada.
Input problem.
US.
US. I'd rather 1 hour is better than giving up 3 hours. Okay? Who has the absolute advantage in cloth?
US.
2 hours is better than 4 hours. Alright, now, this is where I might get iffy, class, because I haven't looked at this problem in a minute, but bear with me here. It says here that suppose that Canada and the United States agree to specialize in their comparative advantage. You know what? Just because I got to go a little bit further with this problem, I'm going to start writing things out. Even though I've done this problem a million times, I haven't seen it in a while. I don't want to make that big of a fool of myself on camera, so I want to write everything down. Alright? So, I just want to be clear, the U.S. has the comparative advantage in wheat. Okay? And then Canada has the comparative advantage in cloth. Alright? Now, it says here, we should specialize in our stuff, and it says that 3 tons of wheat for 2 bolts of cloth. What is that called? Anybody remember what that's called? Those are the blank of trade. What is that called? Those are the terms of trade. I said terms of trade. Those are the terms of trade. Okay? The terms of trade are 3 to 2. So I'm going to write that down too. Not going to screw up if I have all of my information. Now you guys can maybe underline this stuff while you're taking the test, but I'm going to write it out so I don't screw it up. Alright, so I have 3W 4 to C. Okay? In a production period, Canada produces 9 tons of W and 8.25 volts of cloth. What are they telling me here? That's Canada's what? Production possibilities. Okay, that is their current production possibilities before specialization. Alright, so I got here Canada, let's just put what they're producing. Canada's PPC, okay, is 9W and 8.25 cloth. Cool, right? It says here, after specialization and trade with the United States, Canada wants to maintain 9 tons of wheat for each production period. How many bolts of cloth will it have? What are its gains from trade? Alright, so Canada is going to specialize in cloth, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and they are going to trade for wheat. Now, I forgot a very fundamental point here. How long is the work period?
60 hours.
Okay. 60 hours. Okay. Canada is specializing in cloth. How long does it take them to do cloth, Canada? How long does it take Canada to get one cloth? 4. It says so. Okay. 4 hours gives me one cloth, right? Okay. Well, you guys don't have the paper in front of you. It says so. Okay. So, if it takes me 4 hours to make a cloth and my work period is 60 hours, what am I going to get done in my 60 hours? 15 units of cloth. Okay? Now, it says here, I want to maintain my 9 tons of wheat. Alright? So, the trade, in terms of trade, is 3 for 2, right?
Yeah.
Alright. This is where I'm going to have to think here, and you might see smoke come from my brains. The terms are 3 to 2. I am making wheat. I am making cloth. But I want to keep those. Alright. I want to keep this, right, guys? Alright. That means if I get 3 wheat for every 2, I want to get 9 of these, right? So 9W would equal, I got to trade away how many C to get the 9W? 6. Well, my total is 15. I'm going to trade away 6. Now I'm left with 9W and 9C. I traded for the 9W. I have 9C left after trade. Am I better off?
Yes.
Yeah. I started with 8.25 and 9. Now I have 9 and 9. Who sees the cow?
So,
Who sees the cow? That's not a lot of hands for the cow. Alright. We got some cow seed? Got some cow sighting? Alright, go ahead.
can you just, okay. So KFUBC, that's the stuff they give you already, so you want to see if you can, you want to compare your answer to that.
Well, here's what this is for. This is their current PPC. I just told you that trade is going to shift the PPC curve, right? Well, that means I should be able to get more of one of these without having to give up some of the other. Okay? It says here that I want to maintain these 9 Ws, but now I got to trade for these. Okay? My total output is 15 Cs because of my work period, 60 hours, 4 per hour, so I get 15 of them. Okay? I'm going to trade away the amount in order to get 9. 3 cost me 2. If I want 9, I got to trade away 6. Okay? Someone just saw the cow. Good job, Steven Spielberg. You missed that. All right? Someone just saw the cow here, right? So I'm going to trade away the 6 here, get left with 9C. That's what I got left. And where did the 9W come from?
Trading.
I traded for it. Okay? Well, I got to give you papers back, and you guys will work on that to the building. All right, and cut. Thank you.